Hello, this is a little bit of a different video, but my name is Hannah, and today I have a little bit of a different thing. I've been saying a little bit recently that I wanted to start doing some other stuff, and so today's that day because I am currently starting a new round of flower pressing, and I thought it'd be interesting to walk through the steps a little bit because I love doing this. It's one of my favorite hobbies, even though it takes a long time and it is something that, a lot of people don't really have the patience for. But I thought I should go through it with you. So I have 6 flowers, which is a lot more than usual. In fact, I usually go for much less. So let me go grab them. So we have, these are the 5, and these are very much like a lot more, let's say these are starting to really go bad, so I'm going to start doing it now so they don't have the time to rot. We don't want that. But basically I'm going to go through them one by one, and I'm going to deflower them, so to speak. Sorry, I dropped one. No, we're good, okay. I'm going to deflower them. I have like a couple already set up, and I'm just going to pick them, and we will go through it together. So I'm going to do the first flower, and then I'll be back. Alright, so I have petaled, I guess you could say, the first flower. Now this one had a lot of petals coming out of it, and as you can see in this lighting, it's really gorgeous. This is like a very nice pink magenta color, this rose. And so basically now that I have one, I'm going to start putting that down on the paper. Now I will show you in a moment. I have this tiny little notebook, and what I will do is basically, I will take one, sorry, it's really bad, but basically I will take one, I'll put it down, and then I will usually try to make it as flat as possible, because otherwise if you'll like start pressing it like this, it's going to be folded somewhere. So basically try to get it as flat as possible. I usually just like put my finger down and hold it down for a couple seconds. And then usually it will flatten down quite a bit, and that's basically all you can really do, because that's the thing with petals, is that they grow, they grow like this, and so you gotta get creative. But yeah, I'm gonna place them all down and start completing and doing the rest of the flowers. Also, I have a little bit of another tip, is that most of the time if there's dry parts to them, especially that have curled up, like this for example, if you can see, this is like dried, and so, I don't know if it's not really focusing. There we go. Basically, it's like dried out on the ends, and so then usually I will cut it off. I have a very small, gentle knife, and you want them to be sharp, because otherwise you're going to hurt the actual structure of the flower. But usually flower petals are very, very, very soft, of course, and very easily rippable, so it's not too big of a deal. But yeah, I basically cut them off and still try to make them as nice as possible. And then I'm gonna do this with this batch, and I'll be back with the second one, just showing off kind of what we're going through, basically. Also, a little bit of another tip, again, I'm just like talking and like taking a bunch of them, but I remembered as I was doing it, I was like, oh yeah, you can do this too, is that of course with most petals as well, you can see where it was attached to the actual head of the flower. This is what it looks like after you're done, but it is a preference, but it does make it easier to make them flat, is if you cut off this part of it. I'm not sure if I want to do that with the whole batch, but it is an option if you want to do that. So yeah. Alright, I have one sheet done. This is just one, and I still have a ton left, so I'm just going to go through this and set this down. As you can see, a lot of them are kind of like a little weirdly shape right now. I'm gonna try to like make them as nice as possible and then fix them up, and then I usually turn like 2 pages and then I do in the next one. So alright, I've now done the last sheet. let's see if I can do this right. I can't do it at camera angles. But this is, I have done the last sheet now, and that was quite a long time for only one flower. But it takes a while. It is quite an experience. So I'm gonna get to the rest of them now. And yeah. Alright, next one I have is a little like pinkish one. It is super pretty. I like these a lot too. This one is a little in worse condition than the last one. However, I'm going to use them all, of course, and I kind of like them actually when they're like just starting to wilt, because then they are, of course, guaranteed not to be too wet or anything, and that could come, you know, that could be a problem in the process. And so I personally like them when they're like a couple days old without water. And so, yeah, I'm going to do these next ones as well, and I'll be back with the next one. And if I decide to, my voice is actually a little weird right now. I don't know why. I just like have been feeling a little dry in my throat today, so that's the reason why I also didn't want to film an actual reaction, because I think it'd be pretty bad. But yeah, I'm going to sit and I will maybe talk to you for one of these, but I'll just go through each flower, and then when we're done, you'll get to see how I press them and all that. So yeah, I'll see you with the next flower. Alright, I have the second flower here, and I'm going to set these up. There's some of them that are a little dry though, but yeah. Alright, I have another one. This is a very beautiful flower. I'm almost sad to take it apart. This has so many petals. It's going to be like basically like half of the book. But it is beautiful, and I'm super excited. One petal already fell off. It's like a very light baby pink. It is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm going to take this apart, which is going to be a little sad, but it's going to be satisfying too. I have to take a little break because I'm going to eat dinner, but then I'll be back. Hi, hello. Sorry I was quiet during the last few clips, and also sorry for this lighting. It's pretty bad. But I wanted to check up on you and say I'm getting back into it, and I'm going to finish this flower, and then on the next one I want to chat with you a little bit while I do the picking. So that is the idea. I'll be back to you then. Alright, I have decided I'm going to get all these done and come back because it's taken a while, so I don't want to focus on filming as I'm doing it. However, I'm now doing the pretty blue rose, and then I have a white one and another red one left. We'll see if it all fits into this one book. I'm trying to press it all into one, but we'll see. There might be some issues with that. But yeah, I'm going to finish this off, and I'll be back, and I'll show you the technique as I'm doing it, and then we'll have a little bit of a chat, shall we? So yeah, I'll be back. I'll show you some like pictures and like other stuff before this. Okay, I'll see you then. Alright, I'm now finished with the entire thing that took like 2-3 hours, something like that. So even this like preparation takes a long time, and so you need to be like settled down and ready for that. But basically during the white flower I had to change and get a new book as well. So we now have 2. This one is completely full. So it is like, it's thick. It's like filled with, I don't even know if you can see any petals. I think there's one sticking out on the top there. You can probably see it. But it's okay. I'll cut it off and I'll like trim the sides quickly. But basically, I have 2 really big books that I'm going to be using today. Let's see if there's anything else on this one. No, I think the rest of them are fine. So I have 2 really big books, and we're going to press them in between them, or below them both. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do this, but I think in between them could be a good option, but I think I need the weight. So basically, this is a book about like butterflies, and this one is about World War II. And so basically, we're just going to press them down and just place them on top. And I like to hold myself down a little bit to get it like settled. And then that's basically it. So I'm going to do it on a different place, and then we will set the date, and then we're basically done. It is 3 weeks to a month now. I usually do the low side because that usually works. So 3 weeks it is, and I will probably do another video to update you when it is actually finished, because there's a lot of petals in this, and I feel like it would be really pretty to look at. So yeah, I'm going to sit down and down somewhere else, and then I'll do the little outro for you. So yeah. Alright, I finished making everything. I'm so sweaty. It's so warm in my room right now. But this is the finished tower. I got 2 books, a bunch of stuff, and then I stacked some shells on that. And then I wrote a little note, and it's in Swedish, but it says basically open in 3 weeks, and I said the date. So today is the 17th of June, and I'm supposed to open it the 8th of July. So it's kind of like a time capsule almost. Like I just sat it down, and then I just gotta wait, and we'll see the results then, because, you know, I don't want to afford like messing something up, so I'm not gonna start it until then. So if anything's messed up, then, you know, we're gonna have a bad day. But I realize that most of this is just waiting. So if something's wrong, I will not know until the last minute. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. It was kind of just like, a lot of it was pretty silent, and like, it was just me basically watching me do this sort of stuff. But I hope you were interested in it. And I'll do this video, by the way, if anyone has anything. I would love to do some stuff with y'all, so just recommend me anything. And yeah, I'm gonna try to edit this video tonight, but it'll probably not be up tonight since it's literally like almost 10 p.m. because it took a long time to do. So I hope you understand. But yeah, I will see you guys with another video, and we'll see when that is. Probably tomorrow, of course. But yeah, bye bye. I hope you enjoyed this, a little bit different, and I will see you next time. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.